Hello all, Tony from CartonCloud. Our latest release, we were asked about the delivery note on sales orders. Now, what was the discussion was that when we have multiple pops, so if I was to go into a sales order and I went into the products, you can see here I've got one product and it actually splits it from the different pops. So in other words, the different areas where it's come from in the warehouse. And it might be that they've come in on different purchase orders, or it might be that they're different dates or different expiries or whatever it may be. So it was raised that when we have large sales orders and we have the same product split over multiple different pops, a lot of the times it's really hard if somebody comes in to pick up a sales order and they get printed out a delivery note and you have to go through and calculate and work out how many different items are along the lines. So here, if we have a look at this picking slip, we can see that it's two of the same product and there's one line which says 42 cartons and another line which says 10 cartons. So we were asked about, can we aggregate those together? So what we did, well, the developers went in and we actually updated one of our document templates. So here we've got a document template which when we have a look at the placeholders, everything in here is about the item. So we call it an individual placeholder. So here we've got like the code and we've got the description, and that's for each individual pop. But what we've actually done is we've updated with what we're calling aggregate SOPs. So it aggregates the sales order product with the names, the descriptions, product quantity, and units of measure. And when we actually have a look on the web app, we actually get a delivery note which looks like this, where even though I have these two products of 720 units and 480 units, when I actually look at the sales order and we go to the products, we can actually see that it's come in, it's actually on 4 different lines. But the new aggregate placeholders have actually amalgamated and put them all together. So it's going to make it a lot easier for when a customer comes in and they want to see that they've got 720 units or 480, and they can sign off. Now, also while we were there, the developers decided that there was a request for a barcode. So now we've allowed for 3 extra barcodes to go on there, 2 different types of the standard size barcodes, and then also the QR code. And that can be, important if, we've got, we're scanning delivery notes into other systems or whatever it may be, and it's just a really quick means of pulling it up. Now, to find any of this information on the placeholders, as always inside CartonCloud, if we go to the question mark, it will pull up our knowledge base. Now, if we go into the search and we type in document template placeholders, so in here is all of the placeholders for all of our document templates. So if we go to the sales order delivery note, and in here, we can see that we've got all of our standard template placeholders. Then we have these, what we're calling the individual product templates. And then you can also see here that we have the aggregate product fields. So the only thing to note with these aggregate placeholders is if you're building a template, you can only have the aggregate placeholders in one template, or you can have the individual placeholders in a template. You can't put them both in together because it just won't work. So if you do that and you go to upload, it will actually come up and say, warning, no, we can't do this, and it will actually take you to this knowledge base where you can actually see what it is. But it was just something which people were asking for, so the developers got in, come up with a good means, and I think it's made the delivery notes a lot easier to read and a lot easier for when your customer comes in to sign off, he knows he's getting 720 units and 480 units.